What's happening? In this episode, we take a look at Kinetic Customs Raptor. A big shout out to Sig Tools. This is part of the collaboration with them, reviewing the hammer, and then Lux Pro Tools in Australia sent out a titanium handle hammer for me to have a look at as well. So we're just going to chuck some ad there so that you know that I didn't buy this, but I am giving my opinion. We got the Kinetic Customs Raptor. So the handle is made from aluminium. It's got a rubber grip, which I believe this is the original, so they're glued on, and then a steel head. Now the first thing to talk about the steel head is the angled face. So if you put it up against the likes of an east wing, you'll see that an east wing's square with the hammer. This is not, and it takes quite a bit of adjusting. It takes a bit of adjusting to, but if you swing this like a normal hammer, essentially you're just getting the top half of the head for contact. So you sort of have to adjust your swing. You have to adjust your swing to get the full face contact. So it does affect accuracy a little bit. On the top there is nail puller, which is their version of the side nail puller. I still think side nail puller works better, but this gives a similar function, probably just not as much leverage. One feature that I do like about the handle on this one is the hole here can either take a weight, so if you want more weight in your head, or you can slip through a dog bar and you get longer leverage, and essentially you get a longer bar out of it. It's a really cool feature. It's what I probably like most about the handle. In regards to looks, it sort of reminds me of the movie Tron, the handle. The head, I think they've done a good job. I did see the original hammer of this, and this is leaps and bounds ahead of that. I'll put a photo up if I can find it. I'll put it like here. Yeah, one thing is the aluminium is rather soft in regards to if you're working with a material harder than it. So for me, I do a range of formwork, cladding, framing, pretty much start to finish. We're involved with everything. The hammer has taken a fair hiding. I was talking to Daniel from Lux Pro Tools, and he said that how he recommends the hammer changes is if you would usually use a timber handle, get the aluminium, and if you're using a steel handle hammer for the likes of concrete work and whatnot, go for their titanium option, because the aluminium is clearly softer. Now in regards to the paint wear, obviously it's paint, so it is going to eventually wear and tear. This got a lot more of a hiding because I was using it when we demoed a roof, taking off all the roofing iron, and that's where a lot of this paint here and back here come off. I don't think the paint was ever going to be a permanent feature. Now if you are doing work on the likes of panels like ply, wanting to get your hammer sort of finishing nails relatively flush, what we noticed was you don't have much room between your knuckles and the hammer. So because it's got a sloping face, if you actually want to get the most of it, your knuckles are almost there, opposed to there's quite a bit of difference between the two, and that's getting the full face of the hammer versus this not. I'm not sure if their trim heads are square face like Martini's did with their M12. They've already come out with a titanium hammer handle, and they've changed the grip issues because the grips used to slip off apparently. I still haven't had an issue with this grip. So I got sent the titanium handle by Lux Pro Tools. So I'll just put add because I think you meant to. But a very, very big difference. They've got a magnet in the end. We steel. So the magnet must be back here. The grip pattern's also changed. And then this is, I think they call them the Titan, we side by side. So the one thing that I noticed straight away is they have gotten rid of that feature. But you can still buy the aluminium handle, so they haven't gotten rid of it. They just haven't carried it over to the titanium handle. But I'm going to swap the heads over and see how they feel. So just thought I'd show both handles. They don't have the scales to. They are both very light. Titan and then the aluminium Raptor. So there is already a vast improvement with that one. They also date them, which I think is quite cool. It's just a good wee feature. Instantly the balance feels different. It doesn't feel as good as with the aluminium handle. For me, just because it's probably because I've been using the aluminium handle so long and I like it a lot. This feels like it would be better with the smaller head, like the lighter head, with the titanium handle. I'm going to go swing some nails with it and see how I go. It definitely looks awesome. A wee challenge just to see how consistent I can be. Let's go. So I am adjusting to that balance difference slowly. So we'll keep this in and see how it goes. In regards to the aluminium handle and the steel head, would I purchase it? Yes. I think it's great. It does take probably quite a bit to get used to. I wouldn't have said that at the start. I was a bit uncertain about it, but I went back to the Vaughan Deluge, and I didn't want to keep using it, so I put the Raptor back in the bag. But yeah, I highly like it. I'm not going to recommend something that expensive, but if you want it, I will put some stores below that stock it. I really like the Kinetic Customs hammer. I think it's well done, and they keep getting better and better. I mean, within the space of a year or so, the grips have already been upgraded quite a lot. I am highly interested in seeing what Kinetic Customs tools come out with next. I do hope they come out with a square face, just essentially that there coming down and taking away the angle. Yeah, maybe even one with a side puller. I don't know. I am liking what they're doing. They are developing hammers very quickly, and the quality seems to keep improving, which is awesome to see. I'm also going to show you how this got put into that with a wee snippet from Lux Pro Tools. And yeah, big thank you to everyone who's watched so far. If you want to support the channel, we have a merch store at Peak Tool Belts, obviously in the Peak Tool Belts workshop, and you can buy a bit of merch if you don't need a tool belt, or have a look through our tool belts. We are a home for custom tool belts, so check us out at peaktoolbelts.com. It'll be the top link below. It's going to help support us making more of these videos because we are aiming to do all of this all the time. So thank you. I will see you next week.